and they break the ice, and all of them have it, and that's it. You know, that's how it goes.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh no!
That thing you see everywhere, all no matter where you go, no matter what you do, that's Cam, and we'll find you, Ryan. That is a certain
Did it twice.
death and taxes and that thing when the waiter says, enjoy your food, and you say, I love you too, senpai. It's video games. Okay. Magical world of escapism is wonder that is video games. Sadly, it's no exception. Video games have been painted with the that is video.
I don't know what they were thinking with this one. Like, I remember seeing this one back at, like, Game Crazy or EB Games, something like this. It's a fucking, it's a banana or a boomerang. I don't know which one's a trouble controller. But to be fair, they probably should have made that for me. I threw my controller all the time.
Game, sadly, it's no exception. Video games have been tainted with the foul odor and slimy snail trail of product placement and advertising for many a fortnight. Unintended. So
that's a good one.
Unintended. But is all advertising in video games bad? Are some ads for good and not just greed? How did we get here? And where the hell are we going, Ryan? The year is 1970.
I feel like pretty much every kid who's like 17 who drives now is on the phone.
Same old phone? Nah. It's me in 3 time zones. One eye on an edit, 1 foot on a trail, and 1 on the sky. Why settle for glass plastic? This is a real flex. Can your phone do that?
Like, anytime, like, because my dad, it just makes him so fucking pissed off. Because, like, we'll be sitting there behind somebody, and he's like, oh, the light screen, why isn't he going? I'm like, well, what do you mean? He's like, why isn't he driving? The light screen, he's in the car, he's driving the car, I'm always on his phone. And he's like, well, what do you mean they're on their fucking phone? How are they supposed to just be on their fucking phone? Aren't they supposed to be, I don't know, driving? I'm like, it is what it is.
Very times. Scott Adams releases Adventure, the text-based game with no practice.
My mom played this. Straight up, I actually went, like, this is some straight up, like, archaeological shit. So I was cleaning out my closet, okay? And I find out, like, unironically was doing this, I cleaned everything out of my old room. Like, my old room, it was so dirty that whenever I got to the very core of the room, there was dead rats that had melted onto old hard drives and old motherboards. Yeah, it was no big deal. And so I took a picture of them, too. Like, because the problem, like, it happened, I just shut the door, and that way it didn't smell as bad. So I just forgot about it for, like, 5 years or something. Well, anyway, I finally got down to the bottom of it, and I find this fucking binder. And it's like this binder, you know, like the old white paper that's, like, brown now? And you open up the paper, and it was just a bunch of fucking Dungeons and Dragons and adventure shit. And I brought it over, and I showed it to my mom. This is, like, 3 years ago. I'm like, what is this? What is this ancient artifact? Can you decipher this for me? And she was explaining to me that it was like this text-based adventure game that she would play on the computer in like the 70s. And I've never seen anybody ever talk about it before until this video right here. This is the first time. Holy shit.
It was no truth. And yet, Adventureland is one of the earliest examples of in-game advertising. An ad for Scott's next upcoming sexy event. Pirate event.
Oh boy.
Ooh, she's on the timber. Wow. Look out, Sea of Thieves. It's got me like, yo, Michael's on the Sea of Thieves. No, it's fit in your mouth. I'm sorry. Okay, so it's the 80s, and product placement is already in everything.
Yeah.
Also, PvP
I think the most popular product placement is Wayne's World. Like, I feel like the product placement in that game, or sorry, that movie, was just like so overt, it became part of the content.
Starting to show up in the world of video games as well, primarily in the form of these ads, which is exactly what it sounds like. The video game built solely around advertising and
oh, dude, the Cheetos game on Super Nintendo, this one was actually good. What the fuck? Yeah, I remember this. This was actually a good one.
product of their company. One of the first advert games is in 1983 with Tapper prominently featuring Budweiser and sold to be played in bars, but nobody really gives a shit about the product placement because they're drunk, but also the game is just really fun. So fun that a year later the game was rebranded as Root Beer Tapper and sold in regular arcades for children too. So now all the kids are like, hey bud, why don't you put this here, W, man? Kidding. The video game crash of 1983 would slow things down for a bit, but the late 80s and 90s saw a huge resurgence of that. Talk about Donald Blends over in Japan in 1988, because over there, Ronald McDonald is often known as Donald McDonald, which
They really do shit differently over there, huh? Donald McDonald, oh my god. I bet whenever we had Donald Trump, that must have been confusing for them.
I understand.
Think about that, Donald sucker.
Enamored by that. Capcom publishes in 1990, who, while not as immediately recognizable as our beloved Don Bon Jovi over here, Roy was once the iconic mascot of none other than Domino's Pizza. Fun fact about Yo Roy is that it's actually just a reskin of this Japanese game that I went
Domino's used to have a mascot?
Like, here you can set up for...
Where's my computer?
Yes? I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all. The only old mascot that I remember that we used to have that we don't have anymore is the Taco Bell dog. You know, the dog with like the ring around its eye or some fucking shit. And it's like we had this dog in like the 90s, and then I guess, I don't know, it retired, it died or something like that. And then you never hear about the dog. Like, they never tried to replace it. They never tried to like give people a new, like, and I can respect Taco Bell for that, you know? Because like, they're not going to just replace the dog, and then every kid asks its parents, why does the dog look different in the Taco Bell commercials? And the parents are like, oh, well, you know, he was on a diet, and, you know, it's whatever. You know, because they respected the parents' intelligence, or the kids' intelligence. That's Target? Oh, was it Target? I don't remember which one it was. But yeah, I remember very clearly a Taco Bell dog. But yes, you're right, it was Target. Target was the one with the white dog with the red circle. It died, and they didn't want to replace it out of respect. Yeah, it's like, that's impressive that they respected the kids' intelligence that much, that the kids will be able to tell that it's a different fucking dog, and they won't like it anymore.
I will let my anime fans help me pronounce. It's about a ninja boy who rescues children who have been kidnapped. Now, I don't know about y'all,
like pizza,
but when I get kidnapped, first thing I do is order Domino's Pizza. Cool Spot drops in 1993, and honestly, for a game where its entire lore and existence is solely based on the red spot on the 7-Up logo, yeah, whoa. The game gets pretty good reviews, and people actually kind of like it. There's a closet behind me in this apartment, and I almost just fully fell into it. Chex Quest drops in 1996, bundled with certain boxes of Chex cereal, and is clearly just a non-violent reskin of Doom,
Yeah.
which is kind of genius. But disclaimer, if you have a phobia of rice, corn, or wheat, this game may as well be Doom. What the fuck?
That's not enjoy shit. I would never play that shit. No way.
Pepsi Man drops it.
My mom never let me, she never let me play Doom. I had to play it over at my friend Philip's house.
In 1999, only in Japan, unfortunately,
Pepsi Man.
McDonald, and I couldn't even begin to tell you what Pepsi Man is at the time. I'm going
Rifle or AR? I got an AR.
It's great. I love this.
Red 7.
I'm sure some of you remember that
Power
just kept going and going into the early 2000s. That goes without saying. But obviously, these companies are dropping advertisements to try and boost sales of their product. Right, of course. The question is it actually working? The answer.
Does it actually work? Let's see. I feel like, I mean, didn't Wayne's World bring Bohemian Rhapsody back up into the like top 10 songs? So I feel like if there's a really good movie or like a really good game, it can absolutely bring something back.
I had to buy hunting licenses.
Shitty glasses is a little unclear, but it seems to be kind of a case-by-case type deal. Checks claims that Chex Quest boosted their sales by 295%. Jesus. Which kind of makes sense because you're getting a.
We should make an OTK video game. This is fucking. We should make a Starforge video game. This is a great idea. Holy shit! I think a Starforge video game we wouldn't be able to play that on Twitch though.
And bundled with a box of cereal, and that game is basically and that's super smart. But then in the case of something like
Where the fuck's the front
where you have to go
door,
out of your way and purchase a game with your hard-earned money that is a literal walking advertisement, yeah, you wonder why that didn't sell that well. Einstein, maybe stick to handing police officers cans and fixing all of our problems. Wow, does that guy ever shut up or what? Hi, I'm Jakey, and Jakey, attorneys at law. Have you fallen victim to a crappy internet browser? Does that crappy-ass browser fail to meet your needs while gaming? Do you ever think about me, Linda? Please pick up the phone. I just want to talk to the children. If you're like me, you love to have a bunch of stuff going on in the background.
Look at this hunting ground.
But Poopsie, Mama made a Poopsie, that Google Chrome web browser.
Oh, I forgot my dog.
That video in the background sure is hogging up a lot of your CPU and RAM power.
Am I supposed to hunt with this?
I never worry about
Got an AR with no scope.
Oh,
Fucking
whenever my
ass.
PC finally burns up, I just throw it away. We just get another one. I
Alright,
do-
let's see if
it's
we
like
can
a- it's
find
like a
any
test of
tents in this
strength.
bitch.
And whenever the PC finally dies, it fails. So you get another one.
And now you're getting brain
I've been doing this my whole life.
That fast-paced anime game you're always playing and won't shut the hell up about. Now that just will not. Sustain over to that early job. God. Enter Opera GX, a browser with the ability to limit the amount of CPU and RAM usage that you're willing to let your browser hog up while gaming, so it doesn't slow you down. A browser with the ability to limit network bandwidth usage as well to help eliminate performance issues in online games.
Oh, yes, crazy. Also, by the way, for all people saying it's a rich take, I used to do this whenever I had no fucking money. Because, like, in my mind, I've always had... Have you guys ever had something that you turned off and it never turned back on again?
Okay, there's my dog.
So I just never turned it off. So could never have a situation where it wouldn't turn back on. So that was actually, like, that was my logic. And yeah, I would never turn off my computer ever. Because, like, I think about it, it's like, it's working now. It can only get worse. So I don't do anything.
Tool is placed within the GX control panel near the top left of the browser. With Opera GX, you're entitled to all sorts of wonderful customization, including, but not limited to, deliciously tasteful themes and fully customizable color combinations, along with the options for light, dark, and auto mode. So let's be real, just put it in dark.
Oh, they need to make a setting where, like, you know, whenever you go to those, like, dodgy porn websites and they click on the video and it opens another tab, like, if they could do it to where, like, it preemptively knows that it's going to open the other tab, and it prevents the other tab getting opened, but it still lets the porn video play. That is whenever I will download it. So they can let me know whenever they do that, I'll start using it.
Too many ducks. I have no weapon. I have no license to kill those. God damn it.
Speaking of porn,
fuck the birds. I can't shoot. You have no license.
One-stop shop for all things video games. Oh, you want to keep track of upcoming game releases? Oh, you want to stay up to date on current gaming news? Oh, you want to see all the best current gaming fields? Oh, you want an updated and curated list of available free games to download for free, aka what us lawyers call a good deal, bye, spell. If you download Opera GX using my special link down below, your GX corner will also have the exclusive feature of showing my recent 12 uploads. So you'll always be up to date.
They really should have paid this dude a lot of money. This is a good ad. Like, I've seen a lot of YouTube ads. He's not reading off the script they sent him in the email. He's putting in 110% for this one.
When I upload a new video, like every 10 months or so, if you think Jakey, and Jakey are truly able to help remedy your web browser problems today, use my link below to download Opera GX. Thanks to Opera GX for sponsoring this video, and I guess now we'll get back to whatever the hell Dr. Dumbass is talking about this time. History of video games. History of Bakugan. I want to sue that from in the slam house. But what if your PP isn't just in a blatant aggregate? What if you sneak your PT into like an actual legit fully priced real video game. Well, that started happening like a lot in the 90s and 2000s. Sport games are a huge one. Games like Madden, FIFA, 1080, and Tony
I
Hawk.
feel like with any of the, this might sound funny, but I feel like if you have a racing game and you don't have, fucking Kraft, Mrs. Baird's, like, another bread logo on the front of the car, like you're not really playing a racing game. Like in order to have a racing game, you have to have ads. It's the same as with Madden. If you don't have ads in sports games, they're not really sports games. It's like some weird fucking thing, right? Yeah, you need to have those.
Are all having relevant product placement to each kind of sport. Same with racing games like Need for Speed or Gran Turismo, showcasing real car brands and real car cars. Same with Crocs
Look,
2
I found
advertising little guys. I should have just said Crocs. It would have been way better if I just said Crocs. Damn it, lie. Take to the scrap. So far, all of my non-advert game examples have been pretty tame, and there's actually a solid argument that product placement could actually add to the immersion.
100% it does. 100%. Product placement in sports games adds to the immersion. If you don't have shameless ads in a NASCAR game, it's not a NASCAR game. It's a fantasy game.
Yeah. But then it starts to get a little tricky. Crazy Taxi drops in 1999, and it's one of the first blatant examples of product placement in a non-advert game, non-sports, non-racing game.
Okay.
But the immersion argument is still potentially there. Yeah, brands like Pizza Hut and KFC pop up in this game a lot. Yeah. Also, if you were a taxi driver, like as a passenger, it's kind of hilarious to imagine getting into town just to go to a Pizza Hut.
Y'all ever have a place that used to be a Pizza Hut and they try to renovate it and it's still a Pizza Hut because everybody knows it because it's got that fucking thing on there? The roof comes down just like this, just like that. And they think that they're being sneaky or being smart. Now it's like a fucking, an animal shelter or something like that. Bro, this used to be a pizza shelter, bitch. I used to go here in high school.
Oh, I hit that bitch.
You think you can change this on me and we're just going to forget about it? Bro, Pizza Huts used to be so fucking good because they would have the arcade machines in there. I don't know what happened to them. I feel like there's a market out there for Pizza Hut to make a new Pizza Hut restaurant, and people will go back to it just based off of nostalgia. But yeah, the buffet. Well, the shit was expensive though. Like that's the problem, is it was expensive. Like I don't know, man. Like they really like. You think about it. Like there's a certain type. Think about how strong that branding is. There is a certain type of building, and it's been a fucking chiropractor's office for 17 years. But everybody looks at it and knows it's a Pizza Hut. That's fucking impressive.
I got it, one hit.
That's some good fucking branding. You know what I mean? Like they need to bring these back 100%.
No, like it's the pizza delivered, but you get the point. Crazy Taxi marks a point in time, I think, where the immersion argument behind product placement in video games really only does get trickier and trickier. I'm just gonna run through some
I think
examples.
with Crazy Taxi, it's fine. Yeah, it's totally fine if you have Pizza Huts and KFCs whenever you're driving around. Totally okay. I'm totally okay with it.
Real quick, and you let me know what you think down in the comments, gamers. Make sure to ring that bell and be notified once a year. In Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic's shoes are officially soap branded shoes. And they're like the shoes that you put on, you can like slide down rails and get all soapy and shit. That's got a lot of shadow, got the foam in Enter the Matrix.
That game was so good.
I got to find money
It
for
was
shooting
one of
that
the best
bitch.
games ever made.
Apparently, the only beverage that exists.
I remember they added that one girl with big ass titties in that game. I never really understood how that happened. Rouge, yeah, whatever. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, what was this? Like, how did they fucking like? Yeah, wow.
This universe is power because it comes in green and can just kind of fit the whole Matrix.
Bro, like, The only Powerade you ever drink is blue Powerade. You don't even. The thing is with Powerade is that like you don't categorize Powerade based off of its flavor. You categorize it based off of its color. There's like red Powerade, blue Powerade, green Powerade. Now, what's in those? It doesn't matter. I feel like they should have had red Powerade, for the red pill, in the Matrix, right? It's like, wouldn't that kind of be better? But, hey, it is what it is, right? It's like the color thing and shit.
Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, a game all about remaining undetected and slinking around in the shadow. Ooh, you know what would really help you to remain undetected is if you just can reach the max body.
I thought that was going to be an ad for NordVPN.
Pray an airwaves gum and your Nokia phone was like... Now, last game is notable because it was one of the first to utilize dynamic advertising, meaning that it uses the internet to change what ads you see in-game.
I wonder why I can't bag.
Ubisoft was one of the first to do this type of chicanery, but definitely not the last. Ubisoft
Yeah, I can't. No, I can't.
It was Brian. Brian did it. And surprise, surprise. Guess what other company started doing this in the 2000s as well? EA? No. No.
Next thing's going to tell me that Activision is going to do it too.
Or EA couldn't be pressed. It's EA. Madden, Need for Speed, even the state games got in on it with different dynamic ads appearing on like billboards and buses and shit. But my favorite example by far is in Burnout Paradise, where in 2008 they ran political ads for Obama. Hey kids!
Oh my god, I love that. That's so funny. That's amazing. I actually, I have some of the original 2008 Obama campaign posters downstairs.
When you're out too busy T-boning your fellow Americans at 200 miles per hour, vote for me. You also fucking fear in the vending machine. Why? I'm going back to this whole lot good and to the immersion game, baby. That conversation really only does get trickier and trickier as gaming grows bigger and bigger. Obviously, when it's an aggro game that has like the fucking king himself on the front of the box, that's one thing. Like, you know what you're getting into if you buy it. But when the king shows up,
yeah, that's true. I mean, like, if you buy a game and it's got the King from Burger King on it, I mean, like, you know what you're gonna get. And if you buy this game and you're like, man, this whole thing's a fucking ad, I don't know, man. Like, I guess that's kind of on you.
The bigger $60 game you just purchased with your hard-earned paycheck, that hits a little bit different. I'm not saying it's always necessarily bad. Like, it could be funny or whatever, but
I think it's funny. I'm going to be honest. Like, I think that having the Burger King inside of the game, see, it's kind of the same thing that I've said with, like, sponsors and, like, Twitch content, is that if you make your ads, like Internet Historian is a great example, and this guy seems to be one too, is that the ads create a new avenue for content. And they are not, what's the word for it? They are not reductive of the original work. There's something that adds to it and makes it more entertaining and more funny and more engaging. So, like, if the sponsors are making the screen better or more interesting or more dynamic in some way,